What is a Villanovan? In 30 seconds? Well, Villanovans aim high. Top 50 National University high. We think fast and stay connected. V's up. Villanovans think deeply, push boundaries, and go, go, go! Still with me? We climb corporate ladders and these ladders. This campus is our home, but you can find us almost anywhere. Villanovans have big hearts and solve even bigger problems, and we celebrate together. Ignite change, go Nova.
At St. John's University, our students believe, serve, explore, and achieve. A Catholic, Vincentian, metropolitan, and global university, we are at the heart of where lives are enriched. We provide a transformative education that goes far beyond the classroom. We aspire to do more. And for nearly 150 years, the St. John's story has been the story of New York City. We are New York's team. We are St. John's.
I'm from Chicago, Cleveland,
Phoenix, Milwaukee,
Hartford,
Colorado, Oklahoma,
Thailand,
Norway, Cameroon.
and I chose
Xavier University.
For business, chemical science,
Occupational therapy.
philosophy, politics, and the public.
computer science.
Because it felt like home.
I knew I would be welcome.
Because they take care of veterans.
I felt connected to the campus.
To the people.
The sports.
I came here to be a musketeer.
And now,
I am.
I am.
I am.
All for one.
2020 Big East Swimming and Diving Championships. Once again, great to have everybody here, joining us here for this prelim session. We've seen some great racing up to this point. More to come today as we add in some more events here for your viewing pleasure. Going to get going here with the 400 IM for the ladies. These are our prelims, of course, 3 heats. Heat number 1 is ready to go. Mr. Referee, over to you. Heat 1. And once again, we are underway here. Friday morning prelims, day number 3. In the pool at the moment in this first heat of 4 AM for the ladies. In 7 for Butler, Alexis Faith. Swimming for Seton Hall in 6, Heidi Dixon. Taylor Hogan is in 5 for Xavier. Phoebe Slaughter in 4 for Georgetown. Ryan Evangelista, also from the Hoyas, in 3. Delaney Sprague swims for X in 2. 3 heats only in the 4 IM here this morning. Mikkel circle seating in effect. Phoebe Slaughter, number 3 seed, down the middle in 4, comes in with a 4:26.65. Right behind her, Taylor Hogan of X with a 27.98. As Hogan using the fly to her advantage. Couple of second lead over the rest of the pack. Once again, 4 IM. Flipping over. Once again, it is Taylor Hogan. Went out very quickly on the fly. Continues to lead it here in the backstroke. In this first heat, heat 1 of 3 in the 4 AM for the ladies. Here comes Slaughter now of Georgetown in lane 4. Will use the breaststroke here to her advantage to pull in tight with Hogan. In of X, she's running in 5. Led it from the outset. Right off the bat, if the fly right through the back. Starting to tighten up considerably here now. And our top 2 here, off and running here, 100 yards of freestyle. Hogan went out quickly, looking to hold off Phoebe Slaughter. She's the number 3 seed coming in. Hogan about a 1.5 difference on paper. They're tightening it up considerably. It is game on here. Heat number 1 of the ladies 4IM. Slaughter pulled in tight on the breaststroke, trying to expand the lead here now on the free portion of this 4IM heat number 1, 1 of 3. Slaughter came in with a 26.65. Hogan about a 2nd and a 3rd back on paper. That could be how they finish here now. Slaughter gives it the extra juice here to finish off this 4IM heat number 1. Brings it in. Hogan, a great race for X. She'll bring it in there for 2nd spot in 5th, lane 5. Rounded out by Evangelista Dixon. The field comes in to complete heat number 1. Heat 2. Underway now, 2nd to last heat, 4IM prelim for the ladies 2 of 3. Caitlin Gravel of Villanova, the freshman in lane 4, comes in with a 22.69. Joining her in the pool, Colleen Carey in 1 from Butler, Kelly Harris in 2 for Xavier, Elizabeth Sargent from the Hall in 3. From Nova, Emily Provenzo in 5, Corey Moon in 6 for Georgetown, Olivia Allen of Butler in lane 7. We've seen a 23-23 posted by Slaughter of the Hoyas, leading, unofficially winning heat 1. This is 2. Gravel comes in with a 22.69. Once again, the Flyers come out quickly. Gravel or Provenzo in lane 5. Uses the fly strength to have herself out in front. They flip it over onto the backstroke leg. 100 yards of back. On top here now, number 2 seed Gravel. Down the middle in 4. Off her left shoulder at the moment is Sargent of Seton Hall. 5-4-3 is your running order. The top seeds doing their thing here in the pool to get us rolling here in this 4IM Friday morning prelims. Well underway now at these 2020 Big East Swimming and Diving Championships. Provenzo continues to lead it. Gravel, Sargent, less than a 1/4 of a second between those two. Here comes Gravel now, using her breaststroke power to have herself in the lead. Sargent of Seton Hall in lane 3. right off her left shoulder at the moment. On the other side, it's Provenzo. Into the second half now of the 100-yard breaststroke portion, the third portion of this 4 a.m. for the ladies. Once again, this is heat 2, 2 of 3. Gravel, the first one off the wall here at the starting end, turning it into a 100-yard free sprint to the finish. Sargent next up, Provenzo Novo in that third spot, running in lane 5. Followed by Corey Moon in lane 6, looking to power it up on the free portion, the last leg of this 4 IM. Less than 50 to go now for your leader, Gravel, the freshman out of Nova in lane 4. Once again, we've seen a 4:23.23 by Slaughter in heat 1. Gravel will hit it somewhere in that range. It's going to be 24:23 for Gravel, followed by Sargent and Provenzo. Corey Moon, a great swim, rounds out the top 4. Heat 3. Final heat, ladies 4 a.m. prelim in the water. 3 of 3. Top seed Kelly Montesi down the middle and 4, representing Villanova. Comes in with a 4:15.18. We've seen 23:23 posted by Slaughter back in heat 1. Joining Montesi, Abigail Bigham in 1 for Providence. Alexandra Carmichael from Butler in 2. Savannah Kennedy from Seton Hall in 3. Alexandra Robertson of the Hoyas in 5. Emma Caulfield of X in 6. Madeline O'Connor from Providence College Friars in 7. As Robertson of Georgetown in lane 5, challenging Montesi into the wall on the fly portion of this 4 IM. They flip it over onto the backstroke leg. Let's see what happens here. Montesi being challenged here at the moment, starting to pull ahead now of Robertson, running well in lane 5 for the Hoyas. Next up is Caulfield of X in 6, O'Connor in 7. as the field now turns it around back onto the breaststroke. The front here is Montese continuing to lead. Top seed came in once again with a 4:15.18. Robertson in 5 for Georgetown. Continues to run in second, Savannah Kennedy. Seton Hall in lane 3, or rounding out the top 3 as they head deeper into the third leg, the breaststroke leg of this 4IM. .100 yards of freestyle on top. Fairleigh Montese flips it around. Robertson is next up, right beside her in lane 5. Joining that top 3 on the last free portion. Now it's Kennedy, followed by O'Connor of Providence in 7. Montese came in with a 4:15.18. We've seen 23:23. Montese hits it with a 17:74. Robertson will be next up in 5 in second spot, followed by Kennedy. Great run for the freshman in the Hall. Brings it into the wall for third, followed by Carmichael and O'Connor. Heat 1 for the men. Joining us in the pool now in the seat number 1, one of 3 men's 4IM, and Cameron Weiss in 2 for Xavier. Caleb Smith for Seton Hall in 3. Jonathan Bernard of Xavier in 4. Will Surratt in 5 for X. Liam Casey-Minnick in 6 for Providence. Walker Para from the Pirates in lane 7. 3 heats in this one, meaning Jonathan Bernard down the middle in 4 for X. Is the number 3 seed. Comes in with a 4:00.12. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time I have the official results and your participants in finals this evening in the women's 4IM. Your alternates: from Butler, Alexis Faith, and from Xavier, Delaney Sprague. Semi in your B final this evening, ladies 4IM, from Xavier, Kelly Harris, from Butler, Olivia Allen, from Xavier, Emma Caulfield, from Seton Hall, Heidi Dixon, from Providence, Madeline O'Connor, from Butler, Alexander Carmichael. From Seton Hall, Savannah Kennedy. And from Georgetown, Ryan Evangelista. Swimming in your championship final this evening, 4 IM for the ladies, Corey Moon from Georgetown, Emily Provenzo of Nova, Elizabeth Sargent from Seton Hall, Taylor Hogan from Xavier, Alexander Robertson of Georgetown, Caitlin Gravel of Nova, Phoebe Slaughter from Georgetown, and Kelly Montesi from Villanova. 10:17 on the clock, coaches, 10:17, 30-minute scratch rule in effect to 10:47, scratches for the 4 IM for the ladies. It is Jonathan Bernard, the freshman from Xavier, in lane 4, leading the field here as we head into the final stage. The 100 free sprint to the finish here as Bernard takes it off the wall. Will Surratt of X, his teammate, in 5. Followed by Cameron Weiss, also of X, the Musketeer gentleman, looking to go 1, 2, 3 as they take it off the turn at the starting blocks. Caleb Smith of Seton Hall wants to play amongst those Musketeers. He's running well for the Hall in lane 3 as they take it down to the bulkhead into the final stages, the 25 sprint. Looking for lane placement in the 4 AM final this evening. They are off and running. Here comes Bernard. They put the hammer down in this final stages. Here comes Will Surratt of X in lane 5. They're going to take it into the wall. It'll be Bernard out touching. Heat 2. In the pool now, heat 2 of 3. Second to last heat in the men's 4 AM. Number 2 seed, Justin Cucci of Nova, hits the pool with a 3:58.40 on paper. We just saw a 3:57.40, several sub-4s on that first heat. Joining Cucci in the water, Christian Twyman in 1 for Providence. Christian Kopecki of Seton Hall in lane 2. John Lynch of the Hoyas in 3. Francis Prakaski of Nova in 5. Alexander Klippel of Nova in 6. Jacob Worden from Georgetown in lane 7. As they come down to the starting blocks to finish off the first leg, the fly portion, it is Cucci in lane 4, takes the field into the wall, followed by Prakaski and Lynch, 4-5-3. That's your running order here now as they head, flip it over onto the backstroke leg, second leg of this 4 IM. As they turn it around now onto the breaststroke leg, third leg here of this 4-leg IM. Cucci went out strong right off the bat in the fly, has not looked back whatsoever, distances himself from the rest of the field. Once again comes in with a 3:58.40. We've seen 57.40 in that previous heat set by Bernard of Xavier. Next up will be Prakaski of Nova in lane 5, followed by Lynch of the Hoyas in lane 3. Once again, 4-5-3, same running order here. The breaststroke not changing it up a lot for these gentlemen here in the second heat, second of 3 in the 4 IM here this morning. Cucci will bring it down to the wall, flip it over, headed into the final stage here, the 100 free. He's off and running. Prakaski flips it around in lane 5. Lynch will be next up. He flips it around. Followed by Kopecky, Klippel. Everybody now into the final stage here in the second to last heat, second of 3. Let's see what Cucci wants to do about a 3:57.40. Well on his way now, less than 50 to go. Once again, 4-5-3 is the running order here. It'll be about time, looking for lane placement. As we saw, these men's teams, still anybody's race, anybody's championship here now. Every lane placement will matter. Cucci hits it with a 3:55.06. Next up will be Prakaski for Nova. 59.400 for Lynch. Heat 3. Final heat in the water, 3 of 3, men's 4 IM. Top seed, Brett Sherman from Georgetown, right down the pipe in 4. Comes in with a 3:54.86 on paper. We've seen 55.06 from Cucci of Nova, unofficially winning heat number 2. Joining Sherman in the water in 1 from Seton Hall, Henry Keegan. His teammate Justin Oosterwick is in 2. Justin Vioto of Providence in 3. Jackson Cabas of Nova in 5. Carlson Temple of the Hoyas in 6. Kyle Haflick of Seton Hall runs in lane 7 as they bring it into the final stages here. This first leg, the fly portion of this 400 IM, the very tight. Sherman being challenged by Oosterwick. Temple right in there. Still anybody's race here as they head into the backstroke, down to 25. On the back here, let's see what happens to our leaderboard here as we head deeper into this 4 IM. This is the final heat. We've seen a 3:55.06 to set the standard for the gentlemen in this event. As top seed, Sherman now starts to pull out in front, takes the field into the wall, followed by Temple of the Hoyas in 6. It continues to be the Hoya teammates, 4 and 6, Sherman and Temple. Less than a quarter of a second is the difference between these two Hoya teammates. with Cabaz of Nova in 5, trying to break through on one side. Vioto of Providence in lane 3, making a challenge in lane 3. As we're into the final stages now for your leaders, it is Temple in 6. Splits it at a 3:00:59. Next up, his teammate Sherman down the pipe in 4. Sherman uses the freestyle to his advantage now to take the lead over his teammate. They flip it around. It is now Sherman in 4, Temple in 6. Cabas of Nova splits those gentlemen with Vioto of Providence playing amongst the top 4. Has now overtaken Cabas in 5 as they head down to the final stages. Final heat, men's 4IM. As Sherman dials it up here, looking for lane placement in the final tonight. We've seen 55.06. He'll be over that with a 56.92. Followed by Temple. Vioto is in for 3rd, Cabas in 4th, as the field comes in to complete our preliminaries here in the IM. We move now to the 100 fly, heat 1 for the ladies. In this first heat of 1 fly for the ladies, Isabel Heitmeyer from Butler in 3, Angela Berlantes of Providence in 4, Catherine Thornton, also from the Friars, runs in lane 5. Heat 2. In the pool now, of course, seat 2, 2 of 4. Last of the 3 final heats here in the 1 fly for the ladies. Sierra Cripps, number 3 seed, comes in with a 55.8. Being challenged by Valeris of Butler in 1, Dimig in 2 for Providence, Romero in 3 for X, Pugh in 5 for Butler, Elroots in 6 for Providence, Emma Harris of Butler in 7. Cripps, the freshman from Seton Hall, has her hands full now as she takes it down to the bulkhead to the final turn here. 75 in the books, less than 25 to go. Cripps comes in with a 55.8 all over her. Romero and Pugh. Out is Dimmick of Providence in lane 2, having a great run. Into the wall they come. It'll be Hannah Pugh in lane 5 for Butler. Heat 3. Off and running here now. 3rd heat of the 1 fly for the ladies. Second to last heat. Taylor Hogan comes in with a 55.46. Second seed here in the 1IM, joining Hogan, McCartan in 1, Dawson in 2, Gertner in 3, Hennessy in 5, Van Giem in 6, Chen in 7, Mastrandrea in 8. Gertner in lane 3, trying to challenge her teammate Hogan. Down the middle into the 4. They take it off the turn. Less than 25 to go now as they bring it into the final stages here. Heat number 3 or 4. Second to last heat. Ladies, one fly. It is Hogan now. Puts the hammer down and will look to take this third last heat as she hits it with a 55.71. Heat 4. Final heat, ladies 100 fly prelim. We've seen 55.27 and several times in that low 55 range. Michaela Grassi of Nova comes in with a 55.16. She's in 4. Joining her, DeTola in 1, Himmler in 2, Marangolo in 3, Els in 5, Ross in 6, Huber in 7, Klempner in 8. As top seed, Grassi in 4 for Nova. Flips it off the wall with a 26.06 split. Els is right there with a 26.10. As the Nova teammates will take it down to the turn at the 75 mark. Watch for the battle here between the seniors out of Nova. Grassi in 4, Els in 5. Looking for lane placement in the final this evening in the ladies one fly. It'll be Grassi in 4. Gives it the little extra to take herself into the wall with a 55.71. Over to the men now for the 100 fly. Heat 1. In the pool at the moment, Jamie Eigner, Providence in 3. Michael Hawkins of the Friars in 4. Bradley Jackson of X in 5. 4 heats in this one. This is heat number 1. It is Jackson into the wall. Heat 2. Second heat in the water, first of our last 3. Krexmar of Nova down the middle in 4. Comes in with a 49.78. Joining him, Greiner in 1, Hendricks in 2, Geist in 3, Fetterman in 5, Cheng in 6, Marr in 7. As once again, the boys are firing here on this fly here this morning. Krexmar being challenged by his teammates on either side. The Nova boys going at it here in the second heat of 4 of the one fly. It will be Krexmar though in 4, looking to out-touch. Comes in with sub 50. Yes, he'll be 49.27. Heat 3. Here we go. Second to last heat, men's one fly. We've seen a 49.27 from Cruxmar in heat 2. This is 3, number 2 seed, Liam Cosgrove of the Hall, runs down the middle in 4. Joining him, McLean in 1, Mullen in 2, Lundell in 3, Fiedler in 5, Farrell in 6, Emma Vaughn in 7, as Cosgrove takes the field into the wall. They're at the split with a 22-29. He is dialed in there in lane 4. Once again, looking to take his Pirate team into the finals here with great lane placement in this one fly. Cosgrove taking no prisoners here in this second heat. This is prelims, folks. Looking for 49.27 or better. He'll be crushing that with an 08, 48.08. Heat 4. Final heat, men's one fly. We've seen a 48.08 posted by Cosgrove of the Hall, unofficially winning heat 3. This is 4. Final heat in the pool. Soronan of X down the middle in 4. Comes in with a 49.25. He saw what happened in that last heat. Let's see what he wants to do. They come out firing. Michaels in 1, Clark in 2, Baldini in 3, Aboud in 5, Puglisi in 6, Hollandset in 7, Quentin in lane 8. As Soronan of X being challenged right down the line. Still anybody's race. Baldini is right in there in lane 3, challenging Soronan as they bring it down into the final stages here. Men's one fly. The boys have come to play here this morning. It'll go right to the wall. Soronan, 48.71. Clark, a great race as Aboud rounds out the top 3 for Xavier. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a few minutes here to read some final results before we head into the ladies 2 free. Once again, a few minutes here to read some results. Ladies, stand down. We now have final results in the men's 400 IM. Participating in finals this evening, your alternates, Jacob Worden from Georgetown and Liam Casey-Minnick of Providence. In your B final this evening, men's 4 IM, Alexander Klippel from Nova, Seton Hall's Kyle Haflick, Walker Pear of Seton Hall, Christian Kopecki of Seton Hall, Justin Oosterwick of the Pirates, Jackson Cabaz of Nova, Cameron Weiss of Xavier, and Georgetown's John Lynch. In your championship final this evening, in the men's 4 IM, Justin Vioto of Providence, Francis Perkaski of Nova, Carlson Temple of Georgetown, Caleb Smith of Seton Hall, Will Surratt of Xavier, Jonathan Bernard of Xavier, Brett Sherman from Georgetown, and Justin Cucci from Villanova. 10:41, coaches, 10:41 for the men's 4 IM. 30-minute scratch rule in effect. We move now to the ladies 100 fly. Official results. Your alternates for tonight, Emma Harris of Butler and Jillian Dawson of Butler. Your B finalist, one fly for the ladies, Enlin Chen from Georgetown, Angela Berlantis of Providence, Sophia Romero from Xavier, Genevieve Ross from Seton Hall, Catherine Thornton from Providence, Anna Van Giem from Butler, Lorelei Gartner from X, and Sally Alroots of Providence. Swimming in their championship final this evening, ladies one fly, Gabriela Marangolo from Georgetown, Lauren Hennessy from the Hoyas, Liliana Dimmick from Providence, Taryn Els from Nova, Michaela Grassi from Nova, Taylor Hogan from Xavier, Sierra Cripps from Seton Hall, and Hannah Pugh from Butler. 10:42, coaches, 10:42. 30-minute scratch will in effect for women's one fly. And the final results before we head off to the ladies two free. Men's 100 fly. Your alternates for this evening, Georgetown's Henry Hollinshead and from Providence, Spencer McLean. B finalists, men's one fly, Stephen Greiner from Nova, Sam Hendricks from Seton Hall, Chris Cheng from Georgetown, Jordan Fetterman from Villanova, Andrew Farrell from Providence, Kevin Geist from Villanova, Ben Puglisi of Seton Hall, and Joseph Mullen from Xavier. Your championship finalists this evening, men's one fly, Michael Baldini from Georgetown, Steve Krexmar from Nova, Rourke Landau of Xavier, Brandon Aboud from Xavier, Nicholas Fiddler from Nova, Charles Clark from Xavier, Alex Soronin from Xavier, and Liam Cosgrove of Seton Hall. 10:43, coaches, 10:43, 30 minutes in effect, scratch rule for men's one fly. Let's go back to the competition pool for more preliminary action here this morning. The ladies two free is up, heat number one, Mr. Referee. And we are off and running here in the ladies two free prelim. Abigail Robarts Sims in lane 3 for Butler, Carrie Sheridan of Providence in 4, Olivia Klafta in 5 representing Butler. And into the wall they come, led by Klafta of Butler to finish off this first heat. Heat 2. In the pool now, second to heat, second of 5. In the ladies' 200-yard freestyle preliminary, Marjorie Keenan swims in 1 for Providence. Claire Trevithick from Georgetown in 2. Grace Sun from Georgetown in 3. Taylor Loud in 4 for Providence. Sarah Palecki from the Hall in 5. Her teammate Cornelia Jarasand in 6. Elizabeth Gormley of Providence in 7. Also from the Friars in 8. Erin Boyle. It is Palecki from Seton Hall in lane 5. Leading the field here, her teammate Jerisan right beside her in 6. Leading the freshman Pirate ladies here in this heat number 2 of 5. As Palecki brings it into the wall, followed by Jerizan, then Keenan, as the field comes in to complete this heat number 2. Heat 3. Once again, heat 3 now in the pool. First of the last 3 heats in the ladies 2 free. Emily Connors down the middle in 4. Number 3 seed comes in with a 150-145. She's joined by Jennifer Banks in 1 from Providence. Lauren Rutledge of Georgetown in 2. Madeleine Bachon in 3 for Seton Hall. Emily Sogstad of X in 5. Andrea Fong from Nova in 6. Sarah Willette in 7 from Seton Hall. Isabel Peterson of Butler in lane 8. Connors, number 3 seed. Great swims in the 50 and the relay here last night, looking to make her mark here in the 200. 27.57 on the split. Is looking very determined here in the third last heat of the 200. Once again, be looking for lane placement in the 2 free tonight. Sogstad, her teammate in 5. Follows Connor into the wall. Next up, it'll be Rutledge in lane 2 for the Hoyas. That's your top 3 at the moment. We're getting warmed up here in the ladies 2 free. Heat 3, 3 of 5, still 2 to go. As Connors likely will set the standard here. She brings it home into the last stages of this heat number 3. Followed by her teammate Sogstad, brings it in with a 150.09. Heat 4. Second to last heat in the pool, ladies 2 free. Noelle Fimbres in lane 1 for Georgetown. Christina Barrett also from the Hoyas in 2. Anna Turner in 3 for Villanova. Julie Stankowitz in 5 for Seton Hall. Brenna McLaughlin from Nova in 6. Abigail Garner in 7 from Xavier. Amelia Wooten in 8 representing the Pirates. We have seen a 150.09 posted by Connors of Xavier, unofficially taking that heat number 3. It is game on here in the 2 free for the ladies. Looking to go sub 150 to take away lane 4 from Connors in the final to go tonight. Stankowitz of the Hall in lane 5 takes the field, 27.71 on the split. Leads it by about 2/3 of a second over the rest of the pack as we head deeper into this 2 free. Heat number 4, second to last heat in this preliminary. The ladies have come to play here this morning, as we've seen, as well as the gentlemen. Once again, it is game on here at these 2020 Big East Swimming and Diving Championships, day number 3. Stankiewicz looking strong, looking smooth. In lane 5, takes it down to the bulkhead, flips it around. Into the final stages they come. We'll be looking for a 150, 155. It'll be Stankiewicz into the wall. Should be a touch over that with a 51.43, followed by Garner and Barrett. Heat 5. Here we go. Final heat, ladies 2 free. Top seed, Millicent Rutledge down the pipe in 4, representing Nova. Comes in with a 149.35. We've seen a 150.09. Joining her in the pool, Emma Swab of Xavier in 1, Abby Berloco in 2 for Nova, Claire Bossy in 3 for X, Belinda Donahoe from the Hoyas in 5, Gracie Wheelar in 6 for Nova, Lillian Clisham in 7 for Georgetown, Gabby Van Tassel for Seton Hall in lane 8. As your top seed, Rutledge goes out quickly there, looking to set the pace for the field. Daring them to chase her down here in this 200 free final heat. We've seen a 150.09 posted by Connors back in heat number 3. We saw Connors splitting in the low 27s. Rutledge 27.58 on that last one. Rutledge is in, flips it around. Wheeler in lane 6. Hanging on to that second spot here now as Donahoe of Georgetown in lane 5, looking to come up in the middle between those two top leaders as they bring to the final stages here of this 2 free prelim for the ladies. Once again, we've seen a 150.09. Be very close to that here as a sub 150 for Rutledge, grabbing lane 4 tonight in the final with a 49.68. We move on now to the men's 200 free. Heat number 1. Once again, this is the first heat, heat 1 of 4 in the men's 2 free. Jack O'Keefe from Providence in 1. Spencer Erickson in 2 for Georgetown. Elliot Steinberg of X in 3. Patrick Brannigan in 4 for Providence. Patrick Hackett of X in 5. James Simone in 6 for the Hoyas. His teammate William Powers in 7. As we're waiting for somebody to poke out in front here now in this first heat of men's 200. Looks like Erickson in lane 2 with the edge at the moment. As they bring it back down to the starting blocks, it will be Erickson in 2. Flips it around, splitting under 26, 25.79. You can see it on the board. Will he keep up that pace here now to set the time standard for the gentleman in this 2 free? As they take it off the bulkhead for the final turn, looking to bring it home, it is Erickson of the Hoyas, the freshman. Takes it around off that turn at the starting blocks. down to the bulkhead for the final turn. As the Georgetown boys finish 1, 2, 3 in that first heat of men's 2 free. Heat 2. Heat number 2 in the pool, men's 200 free. First of our last 3 heats, Andrew Martin of X, the freshman. Down the middle in 4, comes in with a 140.90. Joining him, Connor Dune from Seton Hall in 1, Jack Armstrong of Providence in 2, Josiah Lover in 3 from the Hoyas, Joseph Gibson of Seton Hall in 5, Reed Hutcherson of Nova in 6, Daniel Stroh in 7 from X, Jonathan Prangley swims for the Hoyas in 8. Martin of X comes in with a 140.9, leads the formation. The triangle forms here, into the wall they come, led by the freshman. Martin flips it around, posting a 25.16 at the split. Very quick 25.5 for Gibson from Seton Hall. Next up, let's see if they can keep that pace here now as we head deeper into this 2 free. Heat number 2, third last heat in this preliminary action as Martin tries to expand his lead. He's getting faster now. He is sub 25, 24.92 on that split. He's just picking it up here, looking to distance himself from the field as they take it off the bulkhead, flip it around. Martin, Gibson is right there. Hutcherson in 6. They'll bring it into the final stages here now. Looking to set the pace will be Martin in lane 4. Hits it for the win with a 38.87. Heat 3. Heat number 3, 3 or 4, second last heat, men's 2 free. Benjamin Kwan of X in the water in lane 4, comes in with a 140.51. We've seen 38.87. Joining Kwan, Anthony Melchor from Seton Hall in 1, Terry Johnson in 2 for the Hoyas, Noah Chernick from Nova in 3, Jared Ritz of X in 5, his teammate Ethan Wing in 6, Matt Garrity in 7 for Xavier, and Shivash Mirzadeh from Providence in lane 8. Rounds out the field here in the second to last heat of men's 2 free. They are bunched up quite a bit here now in the first stages here. Splits now in the low 25s. We saw Martin go sub 25 in the latter half of that 2 free. Let's see what happens in this second to last heat. Kwan once again is the top seed. He is in lane 4, has his hands full now with Ritz and Wing. The Xavier boys going at it big time here in the second to last heat of men's 2 free. They are running 1, 2, 3, 4. Kwan now picks it up, sub 25 on that one. He is dialed in now to win this thing. Looking for lane placement, all important lane placement for these men here in these finals to go tonight. Kwan and Ritz take it into the wall, very tight. It will be Kwan by less than a quarter of a second. Heat 4. Off and running, and they are swimming these prelims like their finals here. Ben LeClaire of Seton Hall down the middle in 4, comes in with a 39 1/4. We've seen 38.87 and a 39.33 to win those final 2 heats. Let's see what it takes here for lane placement in the final this evening. As LeClaire takes the field into the wall, 23.19 on that first 50. Joining him, Ryan Marr of Nova in 1, Sean Devlin of the Hoyas in 2, Sean Pearson in 3 for the Hoyas, Jake McIntyre of Nova in 5, Thomas Menard in 6 for the Hall, John Davidson of Nova in 7, Eric Waugh of the Hoyas in lane 8. As LeClaire tries to pull it apart now, running under 25. That's what it's taking here to win these things. 25 or under on these splits to beat this field. That's what it's going to take here. LeClaire dialed in here in this final heat, men's 2 free. We've seen a 138.87 as they bring it to the 150 mark. Back to the starting blocks they go. LeClaire flips it around, followed by Devlin. McIntyre's there. Menard, also from the Hall, is there, rounding out the top 4. They take it off the bulkhead, hits it, flips it, looks to bring it home. LeClaire, once again, a 138.87 is the time to beat. He's going to be awfully close to that. LeClaire gives it the last juice here. Into the wall they come. He will be very close to a 38. He will be 38.27. And we move now to the ladies' 100-yard breaststroke preliminary. Heat number 1. In the pool now, of course, heat number 1, 1 of 3 in the ladies' 100-yard breaststroke. Gaccioni in 1 for Providence, Endersby of the Hall in 2, Kelly Harris in 3 from X, Allison Herman of X in 4, Stahl of Nova in 5, Voda in 6 for Butler, Samantha White of X in 7, Dumdy in 8 for Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I have final results in the ladies' 200-yard freestyle. Participating in finals this evening, Noelle Fimbris and Abby Berloco are all your alternates. Your B finalists, Amelia Wooten from Seton Hall, Anna Turner of Villanova, Andrea Fong from Villanova, Brenna McLaughlin from Nova, Emma Swab from Xavier, Christina Barrett of Georgetown, Claire Bossy of Xavier, and Lillian Clisham from Georgetown. In the pool now, heat number 2, 2 of 3, second to last heat in the ladies' 100-yard breaststroke. Catherine Presley in 1, Erica Heil in 2, Juliana Libler in 3, Margaret Kleinsmith of Nova, number 2 seed, down the middle in 4, Samantha Kim in 5, Hannah Weber in 6, Abigail Graham in 7, Amanda Heinz in lane 8. Once again, Klein Smith of Nova, number 2 seed, comes in with a 104.24 as they head down to the 75-yard mark. It is Klein Smith in lane 4, leads the field off the turn, final turn, bring it back here to set the pace for the ladies. She will come in the 103-104 range. It'll be a 4:28 for Klein Smith. Heat 3. Here we go. Final heat, ladies, 100-yard breaststroke. 104.28 is the time to beat, posted by Klein Smith of Nova, unofficially winning heat number 2. This is 3. Jordan Decker, the senior out of the hall, in 1. Abigail Nabat in 2 for Butler. Megan Smith from Georgetown in 3. Rayan Jarzak is the top seed down the middle in 4. Lydia Schaefer from X in 5. Natalie Roweeder in 6 from Butler. Alexa Kalaji in 7 from Seton Hall. Carson Middlebrook of Butler runs in lane 8. We've seen a 104.28 in this event as top seed. Jarzak, living up to her top billing, takes it off the turn at 75. Looks to bring it home here, sub 104.28, looking for lane placement in the final tonight over her teammate Klein Smith. It'll be Jarzak coming into the final 10 yards. Into the wall they come. It'll be Jarzak posting a 103.89. Your attention, please, folks. We have a disqualification. Heat 3, lane 8, stroke violation. Once again, a disqualification. Heat 3, lane 8, stroke violation. We move now to the men's 100-yard breaststroke preliminary heat number 1. In the pool now, heat number 1, 1 of 3. In the men's 100-yard breaststroke preliminary, Thomas Stays, number 3 seed, comes in down the middle in lane 4 with a 56.15. Joining him, Emmanuel Emavon from Georgetown in 1, John Strain in 2 for Nova. Generino Conzemius in lane 3 for Seton Hall. Carlson Temple in 5 for the Hoyas. Parker Kramer in 6 for Providence. Chris Centrella from Providence in lane 7. Once again, Stays of the Hall, number 3 seed, comes in with a 56.15. He's being challenged right down the line, but he does pop up first there. He's looking to lead his teammates Conzemius in lane 3 into the wall to set the pace for the gentleman in the 100-yard breaststroke. It's going to go right down to the touch. Who's on the right stroke? It is Conzemius in 3 by 18/100. Heat 2. Underway now, Heat 2, 2 of 3. Men's 100-yard breaststroke, number 2 seed, Connor Marikawa. Down the middle and 4 for the Hoyas. Comes in with a 55-53. We've seen 56-21. Done officially. Win Heat number 1 for Consemius of the Hall. Mark Kanzler is in 1 for Seton Hall. Jonathan Bar Eli for the Hall in 2. Cameron Weiss in 3 for X. Nathaniel Goldfarb from Georgetown in 5. Kevin Hood of Providence in 6. Owen Schwab of the Friars in 7. Noah Kumler of X in lane 8. As we head now into the final stages of the second heat, it is Morikawa all day here. The freshman from Georgetown will hit it with a 54-67. Lowering the standard once again. Heat 3. Here we go. Final heat, men's 100-yard breaststroke. Top seed, Josh Tassoni in the pool. In lane 4, the senior from the Hall comes in with a 55-38. We've seen 54-67 from Morikawa in that previous heat. Joining Tassoni, West in 1, Keene in 2, Lundal in 3, Schlage in 5, Williams in 6, Klein in 7, Hultgren in lane 8. As Tassoni has been challenged right down the line. They take it down to 75. They flip it around. Bringing it home now is Tassoni, holding off Rourke Lundal of X off his left shoulder. They'll bring it into the wall, looking to go sub 55. Nails it with a 54-81. We're going to take a few minutes here, folks, to give you some final results before we head into the ladies' 100-yard backstroke. Once again, we have official results in the ladies' 200-yard freestyle. Participating in finals this evening, your alternates, Noelle Fimbres from Georgetown, Abby Berloco from Villanova. In the B final this evening, Amelia Wooten from Seton Hall, Anna Turner from Nova, Andrea Fong from Villanova, Brenna McLaughlin from Villanova, Emma Swab from Xavier, Christina Barrett from Georgetown, Claire Bossy from Xavier, and Lillian Clisham from Georgetown. Swimming in the championship final this evening, ladies 2 free, Lauren Rutledge from Georgetown, Abigail Garner of X, Julie Stankiewicz from Seton Hall, Gracie Weiler from Nova, Belinda Donahoe of Georgetown, Emily Sogstad of Xavier, Emily Connor from Xavier, and Millicent Rutledge from Villanova. 11:17 coaches, 11:17, 30-minute scratch rule in effect till 11:47 in the ladies 200 free. Moving to the men's 200 free, official results. Participating in finals this evening, your alternates, John Davidson of Nova and Terry Johnson from Georgetown. Swimming in the B final this evening, from Georgetown, Josiah Lover, Daniel Stroh of Xavier, Jack Armstrong of Providence, Noah Chernick from Villanova, Matthew Garrity of Xavier, Ethan Wing of Xavier, Thomas Manar of Seton Hall, and Sean Pearson of Georgetown. Swimming in your championship final this evening, men's 2 free, Jake McIntyre of Nova, Sean Devlin from the Hoyas, Reed Hutcherson of Villanova, Joseph Gibson from Seton Hall, Jared Ritz of Xavier, Benjamin Kwan of Xavier, Andrew Martin of Xavier, and Ben LeClaire of Seton Hall. 11:18 on the clock, coaches. 30-minute scratch rule in effect till 11:48 on the men's 2 free. And there will be a swim-off later this morning in the women's 100-yard breaststroke to determine lane placement for the 8th spot in the final for this evening. So for a spot in the A final for tonight in the 100-yard breaststroke, stay tuned for that swim-off later on. We move now to the ladies 100 back, heat number 1. Underway now, heat number 1, a 104 in the 100-yard backstroke. The Butler teammates in this one, Klempner in 3, Backus in 4, Mastrandia in 5. Heat 2. Underway now, heat number 2, 2 of 4 in the ladies 100-yard backstroke, number 3C, Sally Alrutz of Providence in the water in lane 4, comes in with a 56.31. Joining her in the pool, Schaefer in 1 from Providence, Pat No to the Hall in 2, Eve Moz in 3 from the Hoyas, Riker of the Hoyas in 5, Murky in 6 for X, Christic in 7 for Providence. As they come off 75, looking to bring it home, it'll be Sally Alrutz. She had her handful at that first split. Starts to power it up here now. Looks like she will out-touch in lane 4 to set the standard for the ladies. Hits it with a 56.57. Heat 3. Off and running here, heat 3 of 4. Second to last heat in the ladies' 100-yard backstroke. We've seen a 56, 57. Posted by the freshman out of Providence, Sally Alroots. In this heat, we have Sadie Texer in 1 from Butler. Lorelei Gertner in 2 for X. Gracie Weiler in 3 for Nova. Brooke Atkins, number 2 seed, the freshman from Xavier, in 4. Marianne Malloy for the junior out of Seton Hall in 5. Grace Huber from X in 6. Catherine Hamilton of Nova in 7. Jacqueline Schrader gets of Butler in lane 8. Once again, circle seating in effect. Number 2 seed Atkins of X right down the middle in 4. Once again, very close racing here in this 100 back for the ladies here as Atkins has her hands full all night here. Gracie Wheeler from Nova in lane 3 will look to out-touch as they bring it into the final few strokes. It'll be Weiler of Villanova with a 56-31. Heat 4. Underway now, final heat, ladies 100-yard backstroke. In the pool at the moment, in lane 1, the senior out of Providence, Carrie McCann. Reese Drew of X in 2. Maureen Cummins in 3 for X. Top seed, Ali Fort down the middle in 4 from Xavier. Enlin Chen of the Hoyes in 5. Anastasia Contramas in 6 for Nova. Rachel Geller in 7 from Butler. Angela Berlantes of Providence in lane 8. 26-61 at the splits. Top 27 for your leader, Ali Fort. Top seed comes in down the middle in lane 4, representing Xavier. Takes it off the turn at 75. Looking to bring it home here, sub 56-31. Pounds through the water here, less than 10 to go. Being challenged by Enlin Chen of the Hoyas in 5. Hitting the wall will be Fort with a 55-91. Just a reminder, coaches, at this time, before we proceed with a men's 100, if you have any time trial requests, coaches, please submit your time trial requests as soon as possible. Thank you. We move now to the men's 100 back prelims, heat number 1. Mr. Referee. Here we go, only 3 heats in this one. Number 3 seed, Saronan of X, down the middle in 4. Comes in with a 49.91. Joining him, Para in 2, Divine in 3, Jack Calderwood in 5, Charles Clark in 6, Spencer Erickson in 7. 100 back prelims. This is the first heat. 1 of 3, all on the line right here. No time to slow cheer in these prelims here this morning for the gentlemen. It is Saronan in lane 4. Pops it up, well out in front now, looking to set the pace for the gentleman. Comes in with a 49.91. He should be under that here as he nails it with a 48.83. Heat 2. Underway now, the second heat of men's 100-yard back, second of 3. Second to last heat with Kelly, number 2 seed, coming in with a 49.24 down the middle in 4 for Nova. Joining him, Hawkins in 1 from Providence, Cahill of the Friars in 2. Cosgrove of the Hall in 3. Christian Thomas of X in 5. Puglisi of Seton Hall in 6. Geckel in 7 for Providence. We've seen a 48.83 posted by Saronan of X in that previous heat, number 1. This is 2. Second to last heat. Popping up first, there is Kelly. Cosgrove and Thomas, the next 2 seeds, all over Kelly, though, as he will hit it. The senior out of Nova brings it in with a 49.42, followed by Thomas and Cosgrove. Heat 3. And we are off and running here. Final heat of these prelims here this morning. Final heat for the men's 100 back. We've seen a 48.83 and some low 49s here to take the standard under 50 here. If you want lane placement tonight, they come out firing. Drew Carboni down the pipe in 4 for Georgetown. Comes in as the top seed. Leads the pack into wall at the turn. Joining him, Greiner in 1. McElrath in 2. Hughes in 3. Pantano in 5. Hollinshead in 6. Ritchie in 7. Carboni pops it up well out in front. The junior out of Georgetown looks to bring it home. He's going to go under that 40.83. He is in the zone. Nails it with something in the 47 range, 47 3/4 for Drew Carboni of Georgetown. We'll wait for the official results. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the scheduled prelims here this morning. There will be
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
I felt like I was going to spend my whole adult life paying this off.
Thanks to SoFi, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
As of 12 p.m. today, I am debt-free.
We have no debt, we don't owe anybody anything, and it's fantastic.
We aren't just dreamers. We're doers.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Good things happen when you unleash a Butler Bulldog.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Divine Providence. It's a reason why Providence is making that trajectory toward greatness.
If we get you on this campus and you just walk around for an hour or so, you're going to feel something that's qualitatively different.
Providence College is a place that has helped people think, thrive, and achieve. Divine Providence is right here. Open your eyes.
What can great minds do?
While at Seton Hall, I interned with the Superior Court of New Jersey, and that inspired me to go to law school.
I am a physics and civil engineering major, and I want to work on infrastructure in underdeveloped countries.
I'm the news director at one of the top college radio stations in the country.
I'm working with my professor on research that could help athletes during sudden cardiac events.
I started my own business, Classic Soccer Cleats, and I just sold it to a company in England.
Come see for yourself what great minds can do.
My parents never taught me anything about managing money.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
We just decided we didn't want debt any longer.
I didn't realize how easy investing could be.
I'm picking companies that I believe in.
I think SoFi Money is amazing.
Thank you, SoFi.
SoFi, thank you. We love you.
What is a Villanovan? In 30 seconds? Well, Villanovans aim high. Top 50 National University high. We think fast and stay connected. V's up. Villanovans think deeply, push boundaries, and go. Still with me? We climb corporate ladders and these ladders. This campus is our home, but you can find us almost anywhere. Villanovans have big hearts to solve even bigger problems, and we celebrate together. Ignite change. Go Nova.
At St. John's University, our students believe, serve, explore, and achieve. A Catholic, Vincentian, metropolitan, and global university. We're at the heart of where lives are enriched. We provide a transformative education that goes far beyond the classroom. We aspire to do more. And for nearly 150 years, the St. John's story has been the story of New York City. We are New York's team. We are St. John's.
I'm from Chicago.
Cleveland.
Phoenix, Milwaukee,
Hartford,
Colorado, Oklahoma, Thailand,
Norway, Cameroon.
and I chose
I chose Xavier University.
for business, chemical science,
Occupational therapy.
philosophy, politics, and the public.
Computer science.
Because it felt like home.
I knew I would be welcome.
Because they take care of veterans.
I felt connected to the campus, to the people.
The sports.
I came here to be a musketeer, and now
And now,
I am.
I am.
I am.
All for one.
The amount of student loan debt I have, I'm embarrassed to even say.
I felt like I was going to spend my whole adult life paying this off.
Thanks to SoFi, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
As of 12 p.m. today, I am debt-free.
We have no debt, we don't owe anybody anything, and it's fantastic.
We aren't just dreamers. We're doers.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Good things happen when you unleash a Butler Bulldog.
My time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Town and Aiden Hughes from Providence. In your championship final this evening, men's 100 back from Seton Hall, Ben Puglisi. From Seton Hall, Liam Cosgrove. From ex Charles Clark. From ex Christian Thomas. From Villanova, Andrew Kelly. From Seton Hall, Ross Pantano. From Xavier, Alexander Saronin. And top seed going in from Georgetown, Drew Carboni. 11:41 coaches, 11:41 on the clock, 30-minute scratch rule in effect, men's 100 back. Once again, we will be having a time trial. We'll give you the timing on that shortly. Reminder to teams to supply their own timers for the time trials. Just a heads up, we will be starting time trials in a few minutes' time. Just getting organized here with our technical side of things, and then we'll be underway with the time trials in a few minutes. And now underway with a men's 100-yard fly time trial. Next up, a men's 200 free trial. And next up, a women's 100-yard free trial. And next up, it is a 200 breaststroke trial. Next up, 50 free trial. And last up is a men's 50 free trial. And that concludes our preliminary action time trial sum-offs here in the competition pool here this morning. We'll see you back here in the competition pool for finals this evening, but we're going to send things down to our dive tank now. They're going to start their preliminary action in about 5 minutes time at noon. Once again, handing things over to the diving well at this time. Once again, thank you everybody for helping out down at this end. Timers, thank you once again. The diving will start here in about 5 minutes at noon. Thanks very much, folks. We'll see you a little later on.
Please clear the diving pool. Good morning and welcome to the 2020 Big East Women's 3-meter Diving Preliminary Competition. This afternoon's order of diving is as follows. Diving first, Riley Fujioka from Georgetown University. Diving second, Bridie Dunn from Villanova. Diving third, Elizabeth Miller from Georgetown. Diving fourth, Taylor Jackson from Seton Hall. Diving fifth, Naomi Peng from Georgetown. Diving sixth, Danielle Scarano from Villanova. Diving seventh, Emily Janavkar from Georgetown. Diving eighth, Ashley DeKemper from Seton Hall. Diving ninth, Meg Barnhorst from Georgetown. And our final diver, diving 10th, Andrea Holtz from Villanova. We are now ready to begin. Our first diver, Riley, 403B, 2-1. Awards. $42. Bridie, 105B, 2-4. Awards. $46.80. Elizabeth, 105B, 2-4. Awards. $43.20. Taylor, 201B, 1-8. Awards. $33.30. Naomi, 105B, 2-4. Awards. $39.60. Danielle, 403B, 2-1. Awards. $38.85. Emily, 105B, 2-4. Awards. $39.60. Ashley, 105C, 2-2. Awards. 34-10. Meg, 105B, 2-4. Awards. (43-20). Andrea, 105B, 2-4. Awards. 43-20. We now begin round 2. Riley, 405C, 2-7. Awards. (51-30). Bridie, 203A, 2-4. Awards. (43-20). Elizabeth, 205C, 2-8. Awards. (47-60). Taylor, 301B, 1-9. Awards. 35-15. Naomi, 203A, 2-4. Awards. (38-40). Danielle, 52-33, D, 2-4. Awards. (32-40). Emily, 205C, 2-8. Awards. (43-40). Ashley, 403B, 2-1. Awards. 2835. Meg, 305C, 28. Awards. 3360. Andrea, 201B, 18. Awards. 3330. We now begin round 3. Riley, 105B, 24. Awards. 50-40. Bridie, 305C, 28. Awards. 35. Elizabeth, 305C, 28. Awards. 43-40. Taylor, 405C, 27. Awards. 29-70. Naomi, 205C, 28. Awards. 50-40. Danielle, 203A, 24. Awards. 32-40. Emily, 305C, 28. Awards. $50-40. Ashley, 201B18. Awards. $30-60. Meg, 5231D20. Awards. $35. Andrea, 203A24. Awards. 36. We now begin round 4. Riley, 205C28. Awards. $57-40. Bridie, 405C27. Awards. $52-65. Elizabeth, 405C27. Awards. $48-60. Taylor, 105B24. Awards. $43-20. Naomi, 305C28. Awards. $36-40. Danielle, 105B24. Awards. 44-40. Emily, 403B21. Awards. 31-50. Ashley, 301C18. Awards. 26-10. Meg, 205C28. Awards. 32-20. Andrea, 301B19. Awards. 34-20. Riley, 305C28. Awards. 50-40. Bridie, 5333 D25. Awards. 43-75. Elizabeth, 5132 D21. Awards. 38-85. Taylor, 5134 D25. Awards. 45. Naomi, 405C27. Awards. 44-55. Danielle, 303C20. Awards. 29. Emily, 5233 D D2-4. Awards. $40-80. Ashley, 52-31, D2-0. Awards. $33. Meg, 403, B2-1. Awards. $44-10. Andrea, 403, B2-1. Awards. 37-80. We now begin the final round, round 6. Riley, 52-33, D2-4. Awards. $51-60. Bridie, 52-33, D2-4. Awards. 43-20. Elizabeth, 52-31, D2-0. Awards. 34. Taylor, 52-33, D2-4. Awards. 43-20. Naomi, 52-33, D2-4. Awards. 43-20. Danielle, 205C, 2-8. Awards. 52-35. Emily, 52-35, D, 2-8. Awards. $32-20. Correction, Emily's award, 29-40. Ashley, 51-34, D, 2-5. Awards. 37-50. Meg, 405C, 2-7. Awards. $39-15. Final dive, Andrea, 52-33, D, 2-4. Awards. $38-40. That concludes the women's 3-meter preliminary diving competition. From Seton Hall, Ashley DeKemper, 189.65. In ninth place, from Villanova, Danielle Scarano, 212.05. In eighth place, and qualifying eighth for finals, from Villanova, Andrea Holtz, 222.90. In seventh place, from Georgetown University, Margaret Barnhorst, 227.25. Qualifying sixth, from Seton Hall, Taylor Jackson, 229.55. Qualifying fifth, from Georgetown, Emily Janavkar, 235.10. Qualifying fourth, from Georgetown, Naomi Peng, 252.55. Qualifying third from Georgetown, Elizabeth Miller, 255.65. Qualifying second from Villanova, Bridie Dunn, 264.60. And top qualifier from Georgetown University, Riley Fujioka, 303.10.